We are live. How you doing, everybody? This is Harold Branch the Third, HB. Happy to be here for our nightly decompression. It is a very happy Tuesday. So welcome to your terrific Tuesday. Hopefully you had a phenomenal day. I wish that for you and your family and your people and all of that. Sorry we chimed in about 2 minutes behind, got caught up in our own conversation about books and reading and writing and things like that, which would be a continuation from our conversation on yesterday, which was great. Once again, talking about decompressing from intense days and intense moments. I know I had some intense moments this morning speaking at the Bridge Forum. Shout out to Alan Powell, AP, for being able to get so many players in one room to hear what's going on. Hey, baby, glad you in there. Miss Dana, glad you there all the way from another location. I ain't gonna put your business in the street. Hey, Miss Campbell, Maxine, how you doing? So, super excited. Once again, having a good day though. It was good. I got to share a poem, but also got to share some thoughts on what's going on out here. So I enjoyed that. Hopefully people that saw it felt like I represented well. Liz, what's going on? And so Roshonda, how you doing? Hello to you as well. Abbott. So we had a great convo yesterday. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my partner in crime on here. This young lady is a psychologist, a doctor, which is awesome. And she is licensed here in the state of Arizona, and she works with our military, and she is a veteran herself and focuses on trauma and dealing with trauma. And honestly, I was once asked to describe our community. I was supposed to be on a panel for Blackness and talk about issues in the Black community. And they said, if you had to describe all of our things in one word, what word would it be? And I mulled it over for days and days. And the word I came up with was trauma. So I believe in and out, that really sums up a lot of our challenges. And this young lady is an expert in this particular topic. One phenomenal background, very extensive, and we're about to bring her on. Michael, what's going on, sir? Glad you made it on. And here we go with Dr. Angela. Hey. How you doing, Dr. Angela?
I am well, Mr. Branch.
So does Dr. Angela work, or do you prefer Dr. Kenzslowe? Okay, Dr. Angela works.
Dr. Kenzslowe for patients.
Say Kenzslowe for patients, Dr. Angela for friends.
Angela for friends. Dr. Angela.
Dr. Angela. That's fun. Dr. Angela's fun. You worked hard for that doctor.
I did. I really did.
You worked hard for that doctorate. Some people say it's pretentious. No. I like to honor people's efforts. You did something I didn't do. That's honor, man. That's doctor. You get that, especially as a Black woman. Too often y'all are discounted and not given the respect that you have. Like when people call her Condoleezza Rice, that is Dr. Condoleezza Rice. Get it together. Like, we need to put that respect on your name. We're going to put respect on your name. That's all I'm saying.
So I will say, I do correct people when it matters. Like if I'm talking on the phone and it's a business person and they don't know me, I'm not going to say,
for sure,
it's not Miss Kenzslowe, it's Dr. I'm not going to do that to them. But outside of that, I do make the corrections when people call me Miss, or they'll still try to call me Mrs. And the reason why is because when we have in our head what a doctor looks like, we see older white male. And I think it's important that people change that schema of what doctor means and what doctor looks like when they first think doctor. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, that's super important. Man, that is super important. Once again, I'm a person that believes in protocol and respect. So you're dope because I get a doctorate. Everybody calling me doctor. I bet my kids better call me Dr. Daddy. They'd be like, Daddy. I'll be like, what?
Dr. Daddy.
Dr. Daddy. There you know, I'm playing. I'm just joking.
Let me know once you get the doctorate. Let me see how that holds on.
How that plays out. Yeah.
Look at you like
teenagers. As long as they don't call me HB, then I gotta choke them out.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, we don't take that. So everybody, once again, very happy to be here with everybody. We got multiple people on here already chiming in, saying hello. Thank you all for that. I know my girls in Jersey on there. I know we got Brenda from Texas on here. So we got some people chiming in from some different places, which is phenomenal. And yesterday we started talking about books.
Yeah,
great convo.
Love affair with books.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, maybe I enjoyed it so much because I'm biased about the topic. You know, because when we came offline and we were talking, I was saying, you know what I mean, how much I enjoyed our conversation, and you was like, "This is because you like books." You may have a point. You know what I mean? You know, you may have a point. We just had another doctor, Dr. Angela Ware. That's the other Dr. Angela in my life, by the way.
Nice.
And she just made it real clear. She's calling me H. I love my
Dr. Angela. When he becomes Dr. Branch, we gotta do it for a little while. We gotta give it to him for a little while.
Big sis, she got it all day long, man. Y'all the two Dr. Angelas. I gotta introduce y'all to each other. Super phenomenal. Nice. Best people, some of the best people in my life. So, man, so with books, I decided, let me grab a couple. Oh, we got South Dakota in the house. Oh, Jermaine, what's up, baby? Man, from 8th grade, you know what I'm saying? From grade school, Jermaine in the house. But we got a lot going on, right? So I wanted to grab some books and just kind of show you some of the books I enjoy. So the topic, when we talk about decompressing and self-care, you know, what are we reading? What are we reading? What are we pulling out there? What are we checking out to relax, to calm, to get us in a good space and all of that? Say again, to grow. Grow.
Reading
better, right? And so, you know, for a lot of us, reading is a way to get our spirits where it needs to be, and to kind of separate. It's really nice because it does take me out of right now, the current present. And a lot of people, let me speak on this. A lot of people like, I don't read, but they read articles all day long. You read a lot of articles. So you're reading. The question is, what are you reading? A lot of people read books. The amount of books, they read that in posts on social media. So you may say you don't have the attention span to read, but you're reading books worth of information, books worth of, you know what I mean? Just the amount of words you're reading every day. You're reading a whole lot. So don't discount yourself or your ability to just let that expand into one long topic or one long storyline. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
True what they say, though, when it comes to books. Sorry, my thought went way off of what you were just saying. I apologize.
Oh, it's all good.
My thought was, it's true what they say when they talk about books versus movies. Always read the book first, because you get to be in your own imagination, in your own head. And it's like a movie running in your own head where you have an opportunity to really get lost in your thoughts. Then when you go see the movie, you're like, man, they left this part out, or, oh, I would have gone this way. So I don't know.
Absolutely.
I apologize.
The book may help me come to life. So let me show you some of my stuff. I'm sure you got some stuff. As you can see, I got the library behind me. This is not, every room in my house has a ton of books. So I swear I'm not fronting. I'm not fronting. This is actually just Black Africa in America, and the Black novels, and then multiculturalism from women's studies to transgender, you know, LGBTQA+, to Latino, Native American, I mean, Asian studies, like, so all of that stuff is down there. And then over there, I got Africa, not America, Africa, but Africa, and then American history and some other stuff. So I got, and then my cookbooks and my gardening and, you know, all that.
But, I'm so different than you.
They just everywhere?
No, I'm like, is this right?
Yeah.
Business, acting business, spirituality, psychology.
Nice.
Journals.
Nice.
Cookbooks, fiction, sexuality, and then a couple of books I wrote.
There you go. And a couple of, you see how she threw that in there, everybody? I'm going to make her show us. By the way, we're not getting out of here without that.
No, I mean, that's what's down there. Yeah. And some photo books.
Going from Chicago. I got it. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to my book. I do have a book as well. And I'm actually writing. This is my first time saying it in public. I'm writing my memoirs. And I'm about 70% done with it. So excited to get that knocked out, that transition from Chicago to Arizona and that whole journey. So looking forward to that. But this is a book that means a lot to me. It's called I Care About Your Happiness. And it's quotations from love letters from Khalil Gibran and Mary Haskell. And the reason this is so awesome is because my dad gave this to my mom, and I'm already a fan of Khalil Gibran. So my dad gave this to my mother years and years ago, and just the words and the language, like nothing you become will disappoint me. I have no preconception that I like to see you be or do. I have no desire to foresee you, only to discover you. You can't disappoint me. 1912. That's what he wrote to Khalil Gibran. Oh, that's another level. Oh my God, it's such a beautiful book. And I love the language and how that is. Obviously, my Edgar Allan Poe, gotta have that on deck. And this is actually anybody that's from 8th grade, shout out to Miss Eric, Our Lady of the West Side, because this is the actual book, my 8th, not the physical one, but I went and got another copy of the actual cover and everything that my 8th grade teacher gave me. And this started me writing poetry in the first place.
Wow.
So, yep. So got that nice and handy. So I'm a nerd, if y'all haven't noticed. So whatever. Astrophysics for people, nice. In a hurry. Neil deGrasse Tyson. So got to have my astrophysics in there. And I do kind of read astrophysics and math books for fun. Very strange. Don't judge me. Please don't judge me.
It's okay. I convert T-scores to Z-scores in my head.
Come on. See? So you on this nest when I got my statistics class for the next program, huh? You got my back?
Yeah. Z-score, 0, mean. T-score, that would be a 10. Scale score would be a 15. Yeah, I know. It's horrible.
There you go. Nerds unite. Nerds unite. And so some nice old school, just Greek plays, you know what I mean? Plays, wonderful plays, Oedipus and all that whole process. Spiritually, it's a great book of Baha'i prayers, if you're familiar with the Baha'i faith. But just a beautiful, absolute beautiful faith and religion, and just some beautiful prayers there. You was talking about the T-squares and stuff. My sister said, talk to
T-scores, huh? She said what?
I'm sorry, T-scores. And to me, she said, talk English.
Stats really is, you have to treat it like a foreign language.
You really do.
You really, really do. And talking about that, I just saw my book. Oh. This is an excellent book for those trying to get back into, and for
I have that exact book for physics. I didn't know they did one for statistics.
Yes.
Gotta have it.
Excellent.
I gotta have it. So y'all are watching two people nerd all the way out. Comment if you got books you appreciate, or at least support our nerdiness right now in the comments, because it hasn't always been cool to do it, and we may need a little support. You know what I'm saying? That this makes me feel good. Wearing this like some Shel Silverstein, this makes me feel good. Definitely love that. Some of the great poems in there where the sidewalk ends, just old school, ready with my kids, ready before my kids, ready after my kids, right? Another great book, 5 People You Meet in Heaven. Love that one. Just a wonderful story, personal growth. It's a personal growth book in the story form, which is phenomenal. As I said, I really like Khalil Gibran, The Prophet, as well. Is a phenomenal journey. Just a couple more. I'm just gonna run through them. And I love this. Brothers Grimm.
Mm-hmm.
My big sister used to read these stories to me when I was little, and I didn't know what the stories were. So I went and just researched all children's stories until I found what sounded familiar.
Wow.
And it was this. So my big sister, shout out to Rakia, she was my mom when mom was gone. And she made sure I had a lot of that motherly stuff between her and my auntie Frida. So, but she was the sensitive mother's energy that read to me, and I never forgot that. And so sometimes I read Brothers Grimm. I bet she don't even know that. So shout out to her. I'm sure she'll want to hear that. Anybody that knows me well know I'm a comic book guy. So I got thousands of comic books. I collect comics and Marvin the Martian, anything. So I have probably the biggest collection you all have seen of Marvin the Martian, cups, books, boxers, ties. I got stuff. Anyway, little Spider-Man. So just comic, Morales. And just lastly, just some fun books. Can't go wrong with The Far Side, Gary Larson. Can't go wrong. All those comics. And of course, Boondocks.
Okay.
Absolutely amazing. And my last two, my book, which, look at that, looking smooth on the back. You know what I mean?
Look at that.
Good personal development. Shout out to Evelyn for Dr. Burrell for actually helping me with the processing questions there. She wasn't a doctor yet, had her master's, but now she's a doctor. So caught her early. And this is a book that was put together for me of my children for Father's Day. My ex-wife, Reiko, is very great at doing things like this, which is very motivating and makes me feel great. So anyway, I just really went off, but you got two books. Share your book.
Oh,
yeah, you look like I ain't picked no books. You wrote books.
So I co-wrote this one with Kim Coles. So it's Open Your Gifts, and we talk about the different types of gifts that folks have. So that was pretty good. And then this one is one that has been a book in progress forever. Single Moms Can Prosper. This is just a prototype cover. Okay. I actually did this before I was a doctor. I still just had my MBA. Okay. But what's so special about this, and I will get it out. So now that you made me do this, HB, publicly.
Got your back. Yes. Push you to the top.
It's 6:15. We gotta go.
Whatever.
So this book, what makes it special, and I actually did get some updated essays, but the back of the book are essays from single moms about success. And I gave just a few prompts, but each mom writes what makes them a successful mom. And so they're and they define what success means. I did not define success. Okay. And so it's really nice to leave that out in the open. Yeah. First half of the book is very practical skills. So for those who don't know, I was a single mom for 15 years. I bought my first house when I was 22, my second house when I was 24, put myself through school, had a couple of businesses, owned a laundromat, rented out cars to young ladies, had a couple of cleaning companies where at one point I had 14 employees. So just all these things I was doing.
Didn't know you did all that.
Yeah, I was doing it as a single mom, had rental income. I mean, I was just doing the darn thing. When I was an undergrad, I had a laundromat and a cleaning company. I would go clean, scrub toilets. Yeah, I drove a little BMW, put my little Angie's Maids signs on the side of the door. I'd leave class, go clean a house for 3 hours, and then go pick up my son from kindergarten or first grade.
Superstar stuff. That's superstar.
But no, it was, I want to go to college.
Right.
And in order for me to go to college, I have to make money and support my son.
That's right.
So in order to support my son and make money, I can't work hours at a job because then I can't go to college. And then I also was acting. So then to be able to go on auditions, right? So then I had some residual incomes and things like, so anyway, all that is what prompted this book, because it's, Single Moms Can Prosper was the working title. And it was like, we don't have to have this story of broke, busted, and disgusted that people try to say that we are. That's not true. We don't have to succumb to that. I can do a whole class on single mom and how we're able to prosper and how we're able to be well. And that's what this book is. And so, but I have to update the information on how to buy a house. And I give like the down and dirty stuff. Yeah. But a lot of the laws have changed. But when it comes to car buying, you know, the finance manager, that's the person who really makes money, not the salesperson. It's the finance manager who's selling you the loan who's really making all the money, and they act like they're your best friend when really you're just padding their pocket. But that's this book. So thank you, HB. You put a fire under, and now it's out there in the internet.
There you go. It's out there in the world. You can't get it back when you ring a bell. So we're going to need that book done. And don't say in front of me, you could do a whole class on it, because I will put a class together for you to do on it.
You know, that's, you know, single mom, that's my heart. We get a bad rap, and there's so many moms and dads too. And I don't discount dads at all.
This is just your story. I mean, this is
yeah.
There's nothing. I'm sorry.
No, that's what I was saying. I don't discount dads at all. I was just never a single dad.
Right.
I was a single mom. So
good to know. Good to know. You know, I mean, you know, things change. But it is important that we all can hear somebody else's story and not personalize it if we don't fit the group that they're praising and talking about, right? Yeah. So I didn't hear nothing. All I heard was greatness. And because, you know, and any single dads out there that's confident in their dadhood, that's all they heard too was greatness. So thank you for that. We are way over time, so we're going to get out of here. But it was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed the time. Don't be mad at us. Tell us it's okay in the comments. So
let me say one thing.
Yeah, go.
This is the book that I'm always in now.
That DSM. I'm sure I got a few pages dedicated to me in that book.
This is the book I mostly use.
Yeah, we all are in that book somehow, some way. So thank you all, family. You are warriors, you are fighters, but remember, you got to be healers as well, so that you can be ready for the next day, the next battle, the next journey. Tomorrow, I think we should talk about what? Music, movie, what?
Music, movies. Why don't we do this? Because we're like way over. We're just chit-chatting now.
I know.
Why don't we ask people to put some things in the comments, some things that they'd like for us to cover, so that way we're sure that we're talking about and covering self-care, self-development, ways to just kind of decompress in manners that you all want to hear.
I love it. I love it, because guess what? 5 days. This is our 6th week. These topics, man, we got to keep them coming. So put some topics in the comments. We got the rest of this week. We got a good idea for next week for you all. But guess what? There's a week after that and a week after that, and we plan on being here. So please put in the comments some self-care topics you would love to hear us discuss and give a little bit of advice on. And we're normally 15 minutes. That extra 5 minutes, we're not even going to charge you for it. You're going to get it for free.
It's all free.
All right. Love you guys. Take care. Dr. Angela, appreciate you so much. And for all the interaction in the comments, love talking back to you all. And probably won't happen much because that'll take extra time. All right. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.